This week we've had another Jaguar XFR thumping 5 litre V8 supercharged in. So this one's been presented to us already rocking some racing stripes. Let me show you around.
So the only thing holding that on is a bit of corrosion, I'm afraid, currently, the old tip. Okay, I've just removed the air intake piping in the belt to get the supercharger pulley, and there's a lot of play in that, and basically this pulley is attached to a shaft. It goes to a coupler that joins the shaft to your supercharger around here, and it's sprung and it's meant to dampen it, but obviously over time the spring becomes worn and sticky, and you should have sort of no more than a couple of millimeters play there, sort of something like that, and then when you sort of twist it sharply it should feel sprung, but this is just excessively worn basically, which can in turn start putting wear on other parts. Okay, so here we have our supercharger snout removed. Okay, and the coupler, this is the old sprung coupler which is worn and even falling apart, sits on here, and you can see the spring can wear grooves into the shaft. Okay, in here is a bearing this side and a bearing this side. So over here we have our new coupler, two new different size bearings, our new performance Wraptor uprated pulley, and a reconditioned shaft with no grooves in it. So now we're going to strip this one and reassemble it using these parts. So here we have the supercharger snout reconditioned, new shaft, two new bearings, a new sprung coupler in there ready, our uprated Wraptor supercharger pulley in stainless steel. It's all cleaned out, and then we'll put some fresh sealant on here, a very small amount, right before we reassemble it onto the car. Okay, so we're replacing these plastic pipes that are prone to breaking whilst the supercharger is out the way and we can get to them. Sadly, the latest part from Jaguar Land Rover isn't metal like the old ones used to be, but they have improved it slightly. Rather than it being two pieces of plastic sort of bonded together, it's now one complete piece, so there's no joins, if you like. They've done away with this intermediate link piece that goes from there and then the next piece joined into it using that, and now it's got that on it instead, so those two pieces go together like that. So plastic over time becomes brittle, so it's a good idea to change these. Like I say, it would be nice if they're metal, but these are the latest superseded part from Jaguar. There's the supercharger snout assembled back on the supercharger, and the supercharger sat down in the engine. You can see no play in there now. Okay. Such a complex cooling system on these, which is why we vacuum bleed them and then also pressure test them once refilled and bled and reassembled to check there's no leaks and check it holds pressure.
This one has received a supercharger snout rebuild. They're quite problematic on these. We've also installed a Wraptor uprated supercharger upper pulley to give it some more power. We've also installed some front poly bushes on the front lower arms to give it better steering response. We've given it some carbon fibre custom exhaust tips, and we've also given it a service using genuine Jaguar parts by Jaguar trained techs, and we've updated the online service history. So this one's been presented to us already rocking some racing stripes. Let me show you around.